good. This is good right here. This is good right here. You want to touch gloves? Do it now. God bless.
Ray Corona, the third man in the ring as we get ready to go for this one. 8 rounds scheduled in the welterweight division. El Pelavacas, Joel Iriarte, a big fan of Chalino Sanchez, taking on Kevin Johnson from Las Vegas, Nevada. Now with 18 pro fights.
He is very, very tall.
Yeah,
Throwing that jab right off the bat.
Iriarte makes that 147 with ease.
That
Joel's got
jab
a lot of
is
size, a lot of
really
power in this
great jab, right, Jordan? That jab and the length, the distance that he throws it to is it suits his height.
With Iriarte, we've learned, be ready for something to end anytime. He's had knockouts in the first and second round. He's never seen the third round. He comes in and he works quick.
Look at the size difference, too.
Yep. Does a lot of work at Churchill Boxing in Santa Monica area. You go down there for sparring. Comes down from Bakersfield, makes it a 2-hour drive. He was recently in the gym with Anthony Davis, former Laker, was at Churchill, and he was there with him. Had interactions with AD. No nonsense for the 21-year-old Iriarte, who Oscar De La Hoya is very, very high on.
He's throwing everything in his punches, man. He's not even setting things up. He's just throwing them, you know. And that's something that, good straight right hand and a body after that, too.
Iriarte's third fight of 2025 had a second round stoppage in February, first round stoppage in April. Uppercut from Iriarte pushing Johnson back, who just looks very, very small in that ring with Iriarte.
The high guard from Johnson is giving him time and not getting caught with big shots.
Uppercut from Iriarte as Johnson trying to tangle him up, not working.
But Iriarte's power is definitely very visible from the very first round.
So that body shot that Johnson just felt on the right side of his ribs.
Kevin Johnson got some experience, and maybe part of the game plan was to jump on him quick for Joel, to jump on him quick, to not let him get any time to get comfortable in there.
Well, Iriarte is stepping back now. 1-2 that lands. This is where his power comes from, is that distance. You know, when he smothers his punches, there's really not much power, and you know, he needs to be in a distance where his power is at the optimal.
Iriarte's last opponent was 25-11. The guy before that had over 40 fights. So it's not like he's fighting guys that are brand new to sport. The guys with experience, and he's taking care of business.
Iriarte is smothering his punches by being in there. Earlier on with the distance, he was very dangerous. What do you think,
I like him at distance. I think he's just kind of maybe a little antsy, wants to get right to him, and he likes to come out strong. I think he's not really ready to wait. So maybe he gets that little antsiness out of him in this first round. Maybe we see it different in the second. He doesn't need to be here right now.
No, not at all. I think this is a disadvantage for him, knowing that he is a taller guy and he throws wider shots. You're smothering your punches that way.
Yeah, you get more leverage on shots from some of that into him and see what he comes out in the second round.
22 years old. Let me correct myself. Joel Iriarte. Cuauhtemoc Iriarte in his corner. Omar Sanchez as well. I was being told by Golden Boy people that it's hard to match up Iriarte right now because of his power, because of his size, because of his amateur background. He had a huge amateur background, potential Olympian, but went pro, where guys know, hey, I'm going up against this dude. I need more money.
Right.
And also, you got to find somebody who's willing to give him that test. So it's been hard to match him up.
Well, Johnson is showing up in this fight right now with the high guard and throwing combination when he's able to do so. And you know, he's landing some earlier on. So, you know, he's a game fighter.
He's
definitely
smiling a little bit. He's talking a little bit.
Yep.
So after that first round, he feels maybe a little more comfortable.
Yeah, that feeling out where you're figuring out what you're up against. Johnson going the distance with Eric Tudor, a Golden Boy prospect, a couple weeks ago. This is where the development of a young fighter, I say that a lot, Nonito, where you want to test them, but you can't test them too hard because they've only had 14 rounds, right? You want to test them and see what you got, but you can't rush them.
Right. That was a good counter earlier from Iriarte, you know, with the left hook, and he did it again. But now, because he's setting up his distance, You know, he's not coming in and pressing forward and smothering his punches.
Yep.
He's actually stepping back and countering. So he's landing those big shots.
Uppercut from Iriarte.
I have a feeling the corner was probably saying similar things you were saying and probably got him back on track going into the second round.
You see as he's stepping forward. And I like that little feint that he's doing and then throwing a jab after that. So, you know, he's taking control by doing so. Good
Nice body
jab
jab.
to the body, yeah.
But that's also something that a young fighter falls
Nice
in love
feint.
with, right, Jordan? Where you start knocking everybody out, you just think I can sit on one punch.
Yeah, exactly. You got to kind of get a little hyped. You get a little hyped in your own knockout power. Like, I just want to crush everyone.
You got to box your way to the title.
Hawk smash.
I do like that jab of the body. I wish you keep doing that. Let's hit the right hand over top, later in this fight.
That's
Good
how
left
he's
hook.
going to set it up. That's how he's going to set it up. The right hand or the overhand right by throwing that jab to the body. Then the jab to the head, jab to the body. It'll open up a lot of the shots if he's able to constantly do it.
It's Johnson who landed a good left hook.
Yeah, Johnson's having a better round. Like I said, I said earlier, he was smiling, talking a little bit, seemed a little more comfortable. You know, he got out of that first round and he's like, okay, I'm here.
Well, he's definitely moving and countering really well.
Right hand
Oh.
from Johnson. Iriarte getting hit for the first time in his career. Johnson feeling good here in the second. Johnson in the green, white, and red has lost his last 4 going back to 2022. He lost to Eric Tudor, who was 12-1. Before that, Isaiah Johnson, who was 10-0. Kelvin Davis, who was 12-0. And then Christian Baez back at 22 was 18-2. And for the first time in his career, Joel Iriarte sees round number 3.
I'd like to see him double jab some more and then to the body. Just mix up the jab. I think that'll confuse a lot for Johnson, and I think it will definitely set up that big shot from Iriarte after those jabs.
Exactly. I think Joel's gonna probably figure out I can't just throw something I'm gonna land. I have to set it up. I gotta trick him. I gotta get him used to something. 2 jabs up, 1 jab down. I gotta put him into a rhythm and then set something up. I got a plan for something. And I think after the first round, after the second round, he's probably figuring that out. Like, okay, I have to put a little more homework in here.
Johnson smiling, and then somebody says something from the corner. He looked at them and shook his head no. He's feeling confident.
Well, I wouldn't want to stay in the ropes, though.
Oh, good jab.
You're feeling confident, but I wouldn't want to be there. But he is confident.
He's trying to bring in Iriarte off the ropes.
What I want to see with Johnson is double up that jab, a little bit feint in there, because he has the skill for it. He can box, and that's one thing that he should be doing more often. You know, he's feinting here and there, his head movement, and he's keeping Iriarte thinking.
The 32-year-old's in there giving Iriarte different looks, and he's very confident in the corner, talking to Iriarte.
Well,
Well, like you said, Jordan, that's a very dangerous spot to be in.
I know he's feeling confident, he's feeling himself, but still, why this early?
And Iriarte didn't put any pressure on him in there.
Well, Iriarte got caught with a couple jabs
Earlier, yeah.
and maybe he had to think twice. There you go,
There's
the
that
double
jab.
jabs. We want that double jabs for him. And it could also work with Johnson instead of just playing
There we go.
the possum game.
Jab up, right hand up top.
Just mix it all up.
I think
mix
that's there
it
for
all
both
up.
of them, actually. Joel stands sometimes a little tall. I think the jab low, right hand over top is there for both guys.
Yep. I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. You know, mix it up, top, bottom, instead of just trying to counter, trying to throw those big shots. Set it all up.
I know it's only an 8-round fight, but I like that right hand right to the elbow of Kevin Johnson from Joel in that Philly shell or whatnot. That over time does damage to that arm, and then consider the right hand over top as well too.
And that immobilizes his jab hand
Exactly.
from countering left hook or anything like that. You throw that jab enough time, it'll set up everything else as well.
Round 5.
Scheduled for 8. All right, so Ray Corona's on the watch the feet. Johnson, I think, wants to work with you guys as a commentator. He's been talking a lot. And then Ray Corona, let me rep. Third man in the ring. That's letting him know.
The demeanor of Kevin Johnson in this round it just shows, I guess you would say, the feeling that he's gonna lose this fight. Like I can feel that because of the way he is talking, the way he came out of that corner.
Exactly, a little agitated, a little annoyed. If I'm Kevin Johnson too, I don't want to go back to the ropes. He's about to go back there right now.
This is also good for 22-year-old Joel Iriarte to get rounds and also get a awkward fighter who's going to show you different things.
Good uppercut,
Joel's
and then the left
for the
hook.
uppercut. He's looking for the uppercut. He's been looking since the first round, looking for that uppercut.
He found a home for it in the 4th round.
But he did land this one with follow-up left hook. Another one.
And this is also just very tiring for Kevin Johnson, being on the ropes. And you might say Joel's punches a little wide sometimes, but he's hitting, he's landing, he's leaning on you. This is just tiring Johnson out.
Wears you out?
Yeah, Johnson does not want to be on these ropes.
I mean, especially if you're the short notice guy.
Yeah, Johnson was called this week as a replacement.
Another uppercut.
Yep.
That's his shot right there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Johnson's leaving it open. You take advantage, right?
I mean, if you keep getting hit with the same punch, that irritates me. You got to do something. Close the guard, lean on the other side, take your head offline. If you sit right in the middle and keep hitting the uppercut, what are you doing? Do something different.
Well, we'll see.
He's not.
That Iriarte right now is very confident in this distance as he's using a post to kind of set up his uppercut.
See, now I saw Kevin Johnson fight a lot right there. See, he's fighting back, but you know what that's doing? Taking a lot of energy to do all that.
Yeah, especially those little ones that he's doing.
And then Iriarte answers with a body shot to the right side of Johnson. 30 seconds to go in round number 5.
I think I heard that body shot.
That body shot is going to take its toll.
You're going to have to break down Johnson.
back
Body going upstairs is Iriarte looking for that uppercut, just misses.
Johnson's still fighting back.
Oh, absolutely.
But Iriarte right now is very confident in this distance, and he's throwing those shots after Johnson's shots.
Johnson is a tough dude. He is a tough out. Like you said, Jordan, he's never been stopped.
Never been stopped. He's fighting back. He's spending a lot of energy, though.
The uppercuts and the body shots.
Combination
Especially
of those two
uppercuts.
together.
Right, yeah, exactly. Oh, and the body. The body is definitely something.
He plays around with it. 2 uppercuts, left hook body. He just plays with the different combinations. Tap here, hit there. Might be an answer.
See, I like it when I like the fact that when Johnson starts, good straight right hand.
From Iriarte.
But when Johnson moves around and confuses Iriarte with the jab and just the movement, it slows the fight down. But if he doesn't do it, then that's when Iriarte comes in and just smother and just make the fight happen for him to tire out Johnson.
Yeah, so in Kevin Johnson's corner, I'm like, stay off the ropes. He spent so much energy in the ropes in there. Spend that energy staying off the ropes and moving around the ring. Spend that energy in that department rather than fighting off the ropes.
That's the voice of Golden Boy prospect, Jordan Panton. Beto Duran alongside the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire, fresh off a victory in Argentina. The cut healed up nicely, and wow, big swing amid that uppercut. He's trying to end it as Iriarte. But those uppercuts, Nonito, they have to be set up, right? You can't
They have to be set up. They have to be set up by the jab, by the feint, and good left hook coming in.
And a left hook.
And the left hook. But the demeanor of Iriarte is different from the way it was earlier on. He's actually watching. He's setting things up. He's looking. And he's doing a good job.
Yeah, that's the scouting report on Iriarte. Is he's very mature, very smart. But we haven't been able to see it in his 7 fights because they've been ending early. But this is the first time we actually get to see some of his boxing acumen.
He already landed that jab, the body ran over top this round. I love for him to give it a go again this round, set it up. I look for him to try that specific combination again.
That's pretty much what he needs to do, because if you're going to aim for the head and the guy's moving his head, guess what? Sometimes you might hit, a lot of times you might miss. But if you're setting up either in the chest or in the body shot with that jab, you're going to land it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're progressing in your career, realizing that these veteran fighters know how to roll with punches, know how to absorb the big shots that somebody in your early career, you hit them once and they're going down.
Yeah, he's in
Johnson isn't that case.
Yeah, he's in that shoulder roll stance. Now, if he times the right hand and rolls it, okay. But hey,
Oh,
if he
left hook.
doesn't time that right hand and gets hip flustered, that might be night-night. I mean, we see what Ricochet Mosley did to Floyd Mayweather, almost put him down with that specific combo. So that combo is an answer to that style if they're caught slacking.
100% when it comes down to that, because a lot of people don't think that just because you got hit with the body, they think that you're far away with your head. But sometimes when it's quick enough, you're gonna get hit with
A
it.
previous opponent of yours, Inoue, when he fought, what's his name, from Philadelphia?
Scooter, yes.
no.
Scooter.
Good.
No,
His name's Scooter, but
from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'm having a brain fart. He's at Brick House training for the fight.
Nelson, right?
no.
This fight was in Japan. I don't think he's been hurt or phased by any punches from Kevin Johnson. So,
Baco's finest, Joel Iriarte, family from Tres Reyes, Sinaloa, Mexico. Also a lot of family in Culiacan. Where you're going to see a Culiacan fighter later on in the main event, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. against Jake Paul in the main event. Again, the pay-per-view gets going at 5 o'clock. Go to thezone.com/boxing to get the pay-per-view that will open up with Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield taking on Tevin Farmer. 5 fights on the pay-per-view tonight. We're in the prelims. We got one more to go. Up next will be Holly Holm and Yolanda Vega. Good rounds for Joel Iriarte. We're in the 7th for him.
He started pretty aggressive, but he started kind of slowing down. But again, because of Johnson's demeanor coming in, moving his head like to kind of confuse Iriarte. But that's the veteran move. Sometimes a good uppercut, stepping back.
yeah. Nice on the ropes. Hold, spin off. Don't release and stay there.
Iriarte had 10 rounds in his professional career coming into this fight.
I did a little uppercut, a little hold uppercut again.
Well, this is where, like you said, to see by being aggressive, this is where his moment is. He has to
I
just
know.
kind of go
Yeah.
and make it
I
happen,
want to
right?
see him work right
This
now. I
is
want
it
to see him
right
work.
now, right? If you're going to break down a guy like Johnson, you have to do it. You're not going to get him with just one shot.
Take a slight step back, just a mini step back.
Yes.
Right uppercut, left hook to the body, something. Yeah.
I like that right uppercut, and then body like a Canelo kind
There we
of shot, you know. But step back, left hook, but keep that distance and keep it aggressive, where you're tiring out your opponent.
Yeah, just a little space. You saw he just threw a left hook and then went around the guy, Kevin Johnson's head. Just get a little space.
Push up with a little shoulder right there, and then throw a right hand.
And you know, for a guy like Johnson, who we brought up early on, has never been stopped. That's a point of emphasis for him, right? Point of pride. Where
Yes.
you're not going to be the
definitely.
first one.
You know, we saw him earlier, kind of losing his demeanor. Oh, good body
That's
shot.
the body
that was
shot.
a beautiful
Iriarte.
body shot.
Oh, he felt that.
That
You
took
saw-
something out of a Johnson.
Yeah. And if you want to stop a tough veteran, sometimes the head's
The
not answer,
body,
sometimes
man.
the body's the answer.
Especially a guy who got called this week, had to lose weight, had to come down.
Felt that body shot.
Oh, yeah, he felt it for sure. He's still breathing heavy.
I would have loved for Joel to jump on him a little bit and just try something right there.
His
but maybe
all
he
knockout ratio, he gotta go.
didn't. That's right.
Can Joel Iriarte stop Kevin Johnson for the first time in his career? Johnson has been resistant and cagey. Iriarte controlling this fight.
Hey, Johnson is seeing the light right now.
Yeah.
You know, he's controlling it. He's having his demeanor that I'm like, I got this.
Yeah.
It's the last round.
Well, the first fight went the distance, and I came back to the corner. It was an 8-round fight, too, and they were like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, I want to stop him. How do I stop him? Just, I was throwing a bunch of, so that's definitely in your head.
Up next, Holly Holm and Yolanda Vega de Sonora, Mexico. Yeah, this is a good learning experience for young Joel Iriarte.
Oh,
Body shot.
Well, definitely that was one of the keys.
take a step back, another body shot.
You've been saying that, Jordan. You want to see him pounce after he lands one of those.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that we see, like Jordan's saying, is that when he have him right there, just step back a little bit so that your counter or left hook or body shot, whatever it may be, is going to land stronger.
But when you think you might hurt someone, and especially with someone, Kevin Johnson, everyone's damaged in boxing, but he hasn't thrown anything that bothered Joel or hurt him or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm saying Joel is kind of safe. So when you throw, maybe you don't even know if you hurt him, but maybe you did. Like, okay, try something, put something else together real quick, put a 3-piece together, a 2-piece together, maybe put something together right there.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a good combo by Kevin Johnson that just landed, though.
Well, he's definitely seeing a lot of, gaining a lot of confidence in this round.
He's fighting well off the ropes.
It's also for Iriarte learning that you can't just knock out everybody with one punch. You said it to me earlier, Noito, the knockouts get built up.
You got to set it up. Because for me, my left hook, I used to knock a lot of guys out with it. But because they know exactly it was coming, that it's hard for me to set it up.
You got to have the wrinkles of the game.
You got to do something different.
Blood from the nose of Kevin Johnson. Tough dude.
You got to give it up. Got to give it up to Johnson, who came in here with the short notice and giving a young, undefeated fighter with all knockouts all that he can handle.
And then some.
But I think in a way this is exactly what Golden Boy
Good
is.
shot from Johnson at the end.
He rocked him.
Iriarte got clocked against the ropes.
Oh, he rocked him. Wow.
Johnson
That was
is
a good
game.
overhand, right?
Best shot all night from both fighters comes from Kevin Johnson. Final seconds of the fight.
Well, maybe that's the answer you were looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge Jerry Cantu sees it 78-74. Judge Fernando Villarreal sees it 80-72. And Judge Eddie Hernandez Sr. sees it 79-74. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Joel Iriarte.
And congratulations to Joel Iriarte for the first time in his career. Goes the distance.